according to TechCrunch, Meta and an e-commerce venture between India's Reliance Retail and Jio platforms are bringing grocery shopping to WhatsApp. And what they said is the first end-to-end shopping experience on the popular instant messaging platform. The launch of JioMart on WhatsApp follows Meta and JioMart beginning to test an integration with select users 2 years ago. I think I remember talking about that, actually.
Yeah, I do too. It sounds familiar.
Customers in India will be able to browse JioMart's entire grocery catalog on WhatsApp, add items to a cart, and make payments via local payments rail UPI without ever leaving the instant messaging service, the companies both said. WhatsApp, it should also be noted, is used by about 500 million Indians each month. And
that's crazy.
I know, that's nuts. I put that in there because I thought that was an important context, especially for the U.S. market.
Yeah.
And do you think this is a sign of the future? Do you think we'll all be shopping via text messaging? At some point in time?
I don't know. But I'm gonna go back to what I said at the beginning of this podcast, in that I'm trying not to like remove the possibility that some people will want to shop that way. Do I think it's gonna be like, grocery order, like pick up in store, buy online, pick up in store right away? I don't know. But I do think that it's important, like you noted, 500 million Indians are already using WhatsApp as a day-to-day behavior. And I think that what I'm most curious about is, will they start to shift behavior then of going to, like bell peppers, like where can I get bell peppers, going from Google and now doing that behavior if they can inside WhatsApp, right where, but they have open already on their tablet. If you can start search behaviors now in WhatsApp, I don't think it's too far-fetched to say like, yes, this could now be an opportunity for me to build a basket to I think, especially if you can connect this to other friends or family members in that same order, to be able to like just execute those ones and twos like in a quick pickup order for the week. I definitely think that this could be a viable option. And I think this is a great way for the pickers to be communicating then inside WhatsApp as well. Like you already have that open. So instead of having to go to, the JioMart app in order to communicate with them. Yeah. It's like everything's staying all within that one space. And, Asia in general is much more familiar with one app, the super app, to control all of your day-to-day activities. So I don't think it's too far-fetched. I don't know that we'll see this like happening in the US right away, but I do like this. I think it's really cool and something that we should be watching really closely.
Yeah, I like how you think about that. I like how you said it too. I think what you make me think of is kind of like the live streaming conversation that we've had of like why it works in Asia but doesn't necessarily work in the same way over here. I think the context of the country matters, right? Right. And so for me, like I used to think that we'd all be doing this shopping by text message, but now I'm not so sure because, it's so prevalent in India. It's prevalent here, but there are other options here that aren't necessarily as ingrained over in India. So for example, for me, Amazon here, it's going to be really hard to thwart the Amazon find what I want, one click buy. Like that's just such an easy experience.
Yep.
So for text messaging to work long term, it's going to come down to the UX. Like it has to be a really different vision, which I can't even fathom what that is in my mind. But if someone can come up with it, it could happen. But I think it's more likely to happen there than I think it is in the States. And so therefore, from my perspective, as I was thinking about this last night, I wouldn't be investing on the commerce side of it if I was a retailer.
Okay.
I'd be investing it more on the point you brought up, which is how do I create that one-to-one communication connection with my customer on the customer service side of things?
Right.
Once I've placed an order or keeping an ongoing conversation with my customers as well. That's how I would think about this.
In a platform that they already have open. Yeah.
I'd be watching it. I'd be investigating to say, hey, what are they doing with the UX in India as it comes about? And can we learn from that? But yeah, that's how I'd be thinking about it.